It's a long weekend, Monday. It is super busy in here. You could already tell that from the parking lot. So am I going to find anything? Are they restocking the bins as often as they normally do? There's 2 carts and a couple of mini carts left. So what does that tell you? There's a lot of shoppers in here today. There's the furniture. And there's the stuff. I've only seen 1 shoe bin and there's a 1 purse bin, which are my favorites, as you know. So we're gonna see if there's anything in here today to flip for profit. Woo! See what's left for me. Let's take a look at this hat. A little bit of boots, mostly bags. Bin. What do we have here? Cute little bunny. I don't think that's gonna be anything, but cute nevertheless. Here's a fabric wallet. No brand name. Oh, I don't know my characters. Who's this guy? Hat. And then you see stuff like really worn. Not really looking for that. Let's see what else. Looks like a little fabric, little wallet. What is this, a hat? A jester hat or something? That's pretty funny. Some insulated is what I mean to say. Lunch bags or cooler bags. There's a little Mickey Mouse. I kind of wonder what that is. I'm gonna grab it and see. Why do I feel like I saw this the last time I was here and made a comment about it being like a reusable shopping bag that you can fold up and put in your purse, maybe vintage before that was a thing? Because I think that's the same thing. I have to go back and look at my footage and see. Guess that's some suspenders. Yeah, slow picking today. Not unusual to see some version of cowboy hat. This is a very inexpensive, almost probably a dollar store brand, because we just got through Stampede and everyone has used them, had a fantastic time, and now getting rid of them. All right, what else? Big bags, don't want any unbranded big duffel bags today. Briefcase, hats. All right, I'm gonna dig and I'll let you know if I find anything. All right, here's my little pile of things to look up, so nothing for sure yet. I'm not condoning smoking, but I think that kind of, if I can get that stain out, that kind of merchandise could potentially sell. This hat, I immediately recognized the brand because I've sold one. It was a color banded one, but exactly the same hat. So that one's probably, I don't even need to look it up. I saw this cute little visor, and it was the tag that really caught my eye. Town Talk, Louisville, Kentucky, made in the USA. So that could be a little something or other. And then this hat, which is nothing crazy to look at, but it had some half-decent branding on it. So I'm going to look up this. I think it says Broner. See if that's a thing. And personal use. I am a little obsessed with packing cubes. I think I'm going to have to collect them all up. Look at this one. It's got like little cacti on it. I'm going to have to collect them up and pick the best ones and then, you know, donate or sell or give away the rest. And then the last thing was this. So it's not branded, but it looks to me like all the sequins are there. It's got this beaded detail along the back, and it's just a little clutch if I can get it open. So there you go. A little wristlet clutch, unbranded. Thought it might be, you know, for all these elegant evenings that I have when I go thrifting. Just kidding. Next up is this rather chaotic, like everything bin, as I call them. So somebody threw back this leather bag. So I wanted to see what that was all about. Kind of like that purple lining. What do we have here? Zenith handbags. It's really heavy. I don't know. I'm going to look it up, see what's what. All right, this handbag, it is 100% leather, and it's got a lot of leather on it, but made in China, so I don't think it's vintage, although the style looks a bit vintage to me. In any case, I looked it up. There's a few promising looking comps for sale, but none sold. Some of you have been asking in the comments about, do I check the sell-through rate? Here's an example where it's in nice shape, it's a nice bag. The comps, if you look at just what's for sale, look like $60, $70, but none sold, so I'm going to leave it behind. All right, let's see what else is in this chaotic bin at first initial glance. Always look in a box. What is this? There's a box of them, whatever this is. Paint can opener and closer. I guess this is the opener. That's kind of your standard metal little prior opener thing, but this paint can closer, what is this? Have to check into that and see if that's anything. But then the fact that it's sitting here with, I don't know, half a dozen of them, probably not. Oh, underneath, a little squishmallow. Let's see, we've got games that have been opened called Naval Command. It looks to me a lot like Battleship. Must be a knockoff version or something. Let's see. People are throwing stuff back in here. Oh, that looks like coveralls. Hitachi. You know what? Crazy as it sounds, I might look that up. Because sometimes if people have to buy a uniform for work, it can cost a lot of money. And if this was in, well, it's dirty obviously, but if it's in good shape, I'm just going to check. It's one of those wild, random items. Come back to that. Looks like we have a golf bag. Do not need another one of those. More games. And wooden items. Those look like almost like from a shoe rack or something. This is this perhaps, looks like you can put that to put your laptop or perhaps a book in the tub. Might be that kind of a tray. Mount for a projector. Might look that up. And like I say, random. So I looked this up, and there are quite a few of these type of universal projector mounts sold, but not for a very high price. So considering this itself is a bit heavy, I'm not going to get into that. All right, here is what I found with a little bit of digging. These angel chimes, original Swedish design, made in Turkey, brass, plated. So I thought that could be something interesting. We'll throw that in. These are just iron-on patches, you know, something that could be practical. They weigh virtually nothing. And then the interesting one is this. This is sand art. I guess there's a little bit of a mark there, but you can sort of see, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but the sort of shine from the sand. And this is signed on the back. It's called End of the Trail, signed by E. Tyler, nicely framed. And I'll put a comp up on the screen. It looks like this could go for a nice amount of money. So I think even though it's heavy, we're gonna pick that up too. So ever since I found a Jellycat dust bag, I'm a little interested in the plush toys, except I need to do research first, because I don't think I would know a Jellycat if it jumped right out of the bin at me. So this one is a little sleeping, cute. Anyway, I think we're gonna give it a pass. Who's this guy? Is this a Disney guy? Probably quite saturated on eBay, if I'm guessing. I don't know enough about toys to be educated in doing a quick walkthrough, and I don't feel like looking them up today. Although this guy, he's cute, but not gonna get him. So, but lots. Is this a pizza slice? What is this? No, just a little square happy thing. Okay, no plush today. Another chaotic bin of everything. Ooh, I might have to look up pampered stuff, although a knife block, let's see, that is heavy. Doubt it's worth it, but we will check it out. See what else. We got some plush. Must have been tossed over from the next bin. We've got, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite Christmas movies, Elf. Isn't that a hilarious puzzle? Ooh, I might have to think about that. That looks funny. We've got plastic stuff. We have a world map. Let's take a look at this map. It's like laminated or something. Now, where are you watching me from in this video? Comment below, where are you watching from? I would love to know. I know I have some viewers in Australia. I know I have some up in England, Scotland. Of course, many of you in the United States. And in case you're curious, here's where I live, right there. Moving on, what else do we have? Anything interesting? As usual, in this type of bin, oh, look at this little guy. I was gonna say I have to dig to find anything interesting. I think he must be, is he homemade? I'll Google search, image search him, but I think he looks homemade. That is fun. Okay, what else? I'm gonna hold on to him. He's coming along for the ride here. Let's see, what else do we see? Oh, I gotta crack myself up once in a while, especially when it's a slow day at the bins. All right, looks like nothing very interesting. Oh, some coasters over there. This Pampered Chef, as I suspected, even though it looks pretty new and got the box and all, heavy and not worth a lot of money on eBay. Saw this, I don't know if it's aluminum, pewter, what it is. No brand name on it. Obviously one of a pair, salad servers. It's a little heavy. I don't think it's gonna go for big money. So that's it for the moment. Much to my dismay, Buddy is not selling. So I think we'll leave him behind because he is heavy, even though he's so funny. So these coasters, there are 4. They look to be silver plated. Oh, they have a letter in there? I'm not sure. I'll show up a comp. So I'll put them in my cart to think about. They're not that heavy. I don't have the stand or the holder for them, but might they be worth it? Maybe. We'll see. Well, here's a fun update. While I was standing there telling you all that, a nice gentleman came up and showed me that he had one. He saw one in the bin, and then that made me go digging a little bit more, and I found the stand. So I don't have 6, but I do have 5, and I'm pretty sure this is the original tissue paper that it was wrapped in. So how about that? And I'm taking this guy. No exact comps because he is sort of a homemade item, but I'll throw up a comp from some little similar guy on Etsy. Not sold, and I won't list mine for that much, but I think some little pet owner is going to love him. Okay, we have a bit of an overwhelming bag set of bins. So we will dig through. That looks interesting. Come back to that. We will dig through and see if there are any gems in these piles. It's looking a little slim pickings today, but you never know. I don't think we need a beer cooler bag. Okay, reporting back. This one is a leather bag, Manelli, Italy. Comps, there were some sold comps, $30 to $40, but look how dirty this is. It's got marks, so we don't want to do all that work. This is a lug, I guess a little cosmetic bag. This is a for sure yes for personal use for a gift. I have a orange lug bag that I'm giving to my friend once I clean it up perfectly as a birthday gift, and this will go right inside. How perfect is that? It is orange, which is her favorite color. This little Nico, like a little crossbody hiking travel thing. No comps, so no. This is a Herschel lunchbox, insulated. Has somebody's name, but they sell for like $20, $25. And this has a really cute little fish and octopus jellyfish, which I just saw in my little Maritimes trip. It's a real jellyfish. Anyway, I think that one, for all it weighs, is a yes. Monday is typically leather. So this one is not. This is like a fabric, but no real sold comps, so that's going back. This is just the cutest little thing. It even has like a little strap with it. So I don't even care about comps. That's just coming home. Probably because I'm a little bit hungry and I love avocados. I guess I'm letting emotion drive the day. These packet lunch bags are kind of cool. And I'll put some comps up on the screen if we had the stainless steel insert that goes with it. They go for a lot of money. This one doesn't. It's heavy, it's dirty, so we're gonna say no. Is this Harry Potter? I'm not even sure. I did look it up though, and it looks like it's very, very light. So we're gonna get that. List that for a few bucks. Little crossbody. This is a shoe bag, so I don't think it's probably gonna sell on eBay. I think this is something I will just keep for personal use or for one of my nephews or other family members. This is, I am pretty sure, a fake Longchamp, which has me believing the other one at home I have, which is a small version like this, navy one, is most likely fake as well. So I think I'm going to get this for personal use because I don't care if it's fake. And it's pretty clean. Nice little shopper tote. This is for personal use because how can you not smile when you open up a little case that says hello sunshine? Oh wait, it's peeling. Okay, never mind. I overran myself there. This is a indigenous art sort of print wallet. Pink butterflies. So we are going to try to get this pen mark off the back. I'll put a comp up. None sold, but only one listed. So I think with the right keywords, this could sell. Very light again. This is a tailor-made shoe bag, so I'm thinking yes to that. And oops, that fell down. This is a back brace. Autobach, post-surgery, post-injury, something like this. And I'll put up the retail price, 62, I think, US dollars, which is 70-something Canadian. Probably almost, no, sorry, do my math. That's like $90 Canadian. So I'm thinking, I see this brand listed on eBay. Haven't done enough research, but for all it weighs, that's a yes. And this one is, again, Planet Box. This is a lunch box. That looks like that is written in permanent marker. So you know what? I'm not even going to worry about comps. We're going to say no. All right, I am going to report back on what has made it into the cart and what is going back. So I picked up these shoes. They're very cute, as you can see, the little flowers. Carlo Rossetti. Only a couple of this brand listed on eBay and for like $30. So not going to pick that up. That's going to go back. These are some men's shoes. Ibaski, never heard of it. Looked it up, couldn't find it on eBay or even just a general Google search. So no. These are New Balance. And they are women's size 9. Pretty worn though in the heel. So I'll throw up a comp. If they were in good shape, I would get them, but I'm thinking no, being very particular on shoes. If you've been with me on my videos to my storage unit recently, I have a lot of shoes. So do I need more, especially if they're not perfect? No. Now these are very nice on the bottom, but they've got some issue there and there. So Vans, there's a decent sold comp for these, but no laces, that mark, that damage. We're gonna say no, because they're also heavy. This TaylorMade, I think I already showed you. That's a yes. I just found these. These are unused cotton masks, adult size, pink. So a pack of 10. They weigh very little. And my mom, smart lady, still wears a mask. Actually, she was wearing a mask on airplanes. I should clarify, on airplanes. She was doing that before we all had to. And doesn't usually get sick when she gets to the other end of her destination. So I thought this might be a nice thing to have on hand. This I had picked up earlier. Is it authentic? Is it not? I don't know. Hugo Boss. Like a cosmetic bag, I guess. It looks nice, like you can wipe it down easily. So I think we're going to get that. Possibly gift for one of the family members. And then this is a Skull Candy laptop case. I don't think, again, that this is going to make it to eBay, but I think we're going to pick this up. It weighs very little, so adding that one to the cart. And these we are getting. These are Zamberlan. You can see made in Italy. Gore-Tex Vibram Sole leather hiking boots. These are women's size 7. I looked them up. Good comps. I knew it. This is the first thing I found in the door, and I just knew they would be good. So these are a keeper. Taking them home. A few more items to report on. This I found at the very beginning. It is Jeffrey Campbell. You can see that in there. And super funky, really cool, really nice boot. Not finding the other one yet, so we're gonna hold on to that. This hat actually probably would sell, has some decent comps, not a bad sell-through rate, Groner, but I've just decided I don't want to deal with it. Hats are a pain to store. That being said, this little flat visor, which is vintage, like a Hawaiian hibiscus kind of all over print, I'll throw up some comps, probably sells okay. We're gonna take that one. And this one, forgot. This actually does sell fairly well. I thought it might. And for, you know, maybe $25 or something. So easy, super fast listing and shipper. We're gonna take that. And you saw my little dog, everything else you've seen. Okay, just wanted to close the loop on those. All right, this might be my last bin for the day. Found a few things, but working a little harder than usual to get those items. So it looks like a mix of bags, some shoes, bit of random, mostly shoes I would say. So I'm going to take a peek through here. You let me know if you see anything and I'll report back. Well, I've been busy looking things up. What have you been busy doing? Okay, here we are. These are Geox, Geox, men, high tops, suede, sneakers. I cannot find any exact comps like this on eBay, but I know this brand sells well. So the real question here is, I think they're in okay condition. Like I can puff, you know, get that looking good with a suede brush. Is that too much wear on the heel? You know what? For the weight of them, as much as it pains me, I'm going to put comps on the screen. I'm going to let them go. And then we have these. How about these? These are Adidas Stan Smith puffy slippers. Again, very worn. I'll put a comp up on the screen, and again, pains me. I'm going to let them go. This made me happy though. This is an Eileen Fisher vintage leather purse. You can see it's got the side pockets here, shoulder straps, shoulder bag, and this has some decent comps, so I am going to be getting that. Coming back, we have these are Ligero. Comps are kind of all over the place, so not gonna get them. These are Sam Edelman, and I stopped looking them up when I saw that. Looks like a dog chewed at them, so those are no. This is Lacoste. I think it's a pencil case. That's my best guess. And just because that's a decent brand, I can throw it in the washer. We're gonna get that. This, I never did find the pair. What was this again? Oh, this is Rag & Bone. So I thought it had potential, a little dirty there, but never found the mate. That's the second one today where I didn't find the pair. Then we have these, which are very funky looking, and the brand is Sanita. Does it say Danish design? And I'll throw some comps up on the screen. I would have gotten them, except look at that damage. It's not something that can be spruced up or fixed, and you can see it's on both. So whoever was wearing these obviously was hitting the front of their toe and it got a little bit damaged. So we will leave those behind as well. And finally, I had these Eileen Fisher and very low comps, so not interested in that. So I think, folks, that does it for today. You can see a lot of people still hanging in here at 3:45 in the afternoon. I'm gonna pack it in. Let's go back to the cart and see where we ended up. All right, I'm really leaving. There's my cart. I got 23 items, $26.25. That is $1.10, $1.15, something like that per item. So you can't beat it. So even though I was here for longer to find my 23 items, still you can't beat the pricing. Okay. Thank you, as always, for watching. Stay tuned for our next adventure. Bye. Okay, here's a bonus clip if you're still watching. It started raining while I was inside, and wow, is that a lot of water, presumably coming off the roof. Then again, it is a big building. Look at how big this thing is. Goes on and on and on and on. All right, now it's really bye. Bye.